Hey Love Tribe, welcome to Sarita's Intuitive Love Guidance. I'm going to be doing the daily divine masculine check. See what's going on with our masculines today. So Spirit is really showing me at this current moment a butterfly. And so butterflies definitely signifies to me transformation. And so things may be transforming between you or the masculine or vice versa, or y'all are both transforming in this current situation as of right now. So let's just see what this transformation energy is about. What is the major energies of how divine masculine is feeling towards divine femmes? Six of Pentacles. So this masculine could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. But this masculine is wanting an equal give and take. I do feel things may have been off balance. One has been giving more than the other. And this masculine definitely wants to balance the scales. I am also sensing that they want victory and success, but also in a sense of attention. This masculine is wanting your attention. Maybe been trying to get your attention, but haven't really fully got the full balance, because if they do get your attention, one is giving more than the other, and maybe because the masculine can't fully give due to a third party situation, due to their current environment, maybe their own pride, their own ego, lack of healing, that they weren't able to really fully, I should say, come forward and give you that equal give and take that you deserve. And so there is some attention here that this masculine is wanting from you. Let's just see what's going on with the divine femme's energy. What is the energy of how divine feminine is feeling? So we have the star energy and the moon energy. So it could be an Aquarius energy or Pisces with the moon. This divine feminine energy is kind of struggling at the moment, trying to juggle. Holding back with the moon energy, but having faith with the star. Trying to remain balanced and being grounded and balanced in your emotions. I do feel like this masculine is a wish fulfillment for you, but you do know that with the moon energy, there's some fears, there's some anxieties here that is not allowing you to fully embrace the situation due to a lack of equal give and take. And this is why you are juggling. I feel like some of you divine femmes has spoken that truth. Want that some kind of mental clarity on a situation. And so I do feel that the anxiety here, maybe the masculine trying to come forward for attention from you, could be the struggle of what's holding, whatever is holding you back or holding you down in a sense, and you're trying to stay prayed up, you're trying to stay optimistic, you're trying to be strong in your faith at the moment. Let's get some messages for the feminine and the masculine. What else is going on with the masculine? Ooh. We have balance and suppression. So this masculine is wanting balance with you, divine femmes. I do feel that they have been bottling up their emotions. Some has been speaking about it, some hasn't. And maybe coming off in the wrong way with the Six of Wands energy. It is an energy of victory and success, but it's also an energy of wanting attention, the ego on their high horse. And so some of these masculines have a hard time expressing themselves and opening up themselves in order to get balance with you. And it's, look at the bottom of the deck, hardship. It's a very hard situation. It's like a mountain. It's an obstacle. It's a challenge. And as it may be easy for you, divine femmes, to push through, it's not as easy for the masculine to open up. And I feel like this is a situation right now with the masculine that they're having a hard time either getting through to you or getting out of a third party situation, and it's kind of weighing them down and weighing union down with you and the masculine as well. But I do feel this masculine is in this nostalgia energy. Can't stop thinking about you, thinking about the memories. Some of these masculines may want to take you out on a picnic. I see bags here, so I see a travel energy. A lake energy, water. So let's see what's the energies of the divine femmes on how they are feeling. Ooh, okay, that one just came out. Voice, courageously speaking one's truth. You are very independent. I feel like you are putting your foot down. You're speaking your truth with that Ace of Swords energies, kind of like that Queen of Swords energy that's coming through. Some of you may have voiced yourself in front of your friends, family about this situation. But I do feel like you have voiced your truth and really stood your ground, because why? You have a spiritual awakening at the moment. This situation has really transformed you, and I think that's the butterfly that I have saw in the beginning of this reading. I feel like you're in this energy of a spiritual ascension. You're growing. There's a shift in your behavior. You are really trying to be in the present moment to reflect. You also have been shifting your priorities and values, maybe at one, like certain people or places or things once, what's the word I'm trying to say? Once, kind of entertained or enjoyed, it just no longer serves you anymore. I feel like, when you have the spiritual awakening or ascension, the things that once served you no longer serves you anymore. And so it definitely shifts your priorities of who you're surrounding yourself with, because your peace is so important. And so there's a lot of transformation of the inner world that's going to show in the outer world for you. And you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor, all the internal work that you've been doing, you're going to see it externally. And the masculine is feeling that. They feel that filter that you're not settling for anything less. And it's really hard for the masculine to feel like they can get through to you, because you're very independent. You spoke your truth. There's a shift in your behavior. You're no longer accepting their breadcrumbs. You're no longer going to settle, because you know your value, you know your worth, and now you're prioritizing yourself over the masculine. One more energy of how Divine Femme's feeling. Wow, look at that healing. Some of you may have gone and got a massage, got Reiki, maybe did some meditation to really disconnect, cord cutting from the masculine. Some of you have been really strengthening your faith in God, just surrounding yourself with a lot of, like, I hear self-love. Like, you've been doing a lot of self-love care, and the masculine is feeling that energy. You're really showing, and I feel like with the moon energy, it's still a struggle trying to disconnect completely from the masculine, because you care, like you still care for that person, you still love for that person, but it's like you had to lose him in order to find you even more. I feel like you have to disconnect from your masculine in order to find you more. And although it is a struggle with the moon energy, but you're counteracting it with the star of having faith, that blind faith, and trusting in God and the divine, that you are well taken care of in the meantime, in the separation, during this time. You're either working hard on yourself, getting your business, you're able to pull all the energy that you were focusing on the masculine and putting it into your work, yourself. And look at the bottom of the deck, karma. Paying off karmic debt owed from past lives and the present life. And that's so important. You know, my biggest thing is you could have good karma or bad karma. And sometimes we do have to pay this karmic debt back. You know, we have to make right discernments in life because we reap what we sow. And I want to have good karma come into my life. So I'm always trying to treat people with kindness and love because I don't want to owe that back. And so make sure that you're living that life of good discernments, because you don't want to ignore the red flags, because then you're going to pay this karmic debt back. And some of you divine femmes are feeling it. You're feeling the energy of not trusting your intuition at these moments. Because I feel like if you disconnect your energy from the masculine, it's going to force your masculine to really level up to where you're at. If they want to make the change, they need to level up to where you're at. What's going on with the masculines on how they're feeling towards divine femmes? Ooh. An apology. They're going to return. Whether you receive an apology or not, do know the masculine's going to come forward with flowers. They're going to bring you some gifts. They're going to try to buy you some gifts. They're going to see if they can see you. Because why? They only have eyes for you. They're fixated on you. There's an attachment here. Your energy is an energy of light and love. And it is just intoxicating. It's something that they can't let go. It's something that they almost feel hypnotized. Like, why can't I not stop thinking about divine femme? And it's an attachment. It's something that they just want to come back. And I do feel they're going to try to distract themselves. I do feel that there are going to be some delays here. They're going to try to show you some change. But some of these masculines will try to do whatever to distract themselves. Hang out with their friends. Talk to other people, whatever it is, it's just to stop, distract them, you know, so they can stop thinking about you. But that's just a temporary high, a temporary fix. It's not something that's long lasting. Because I feel like divine femmes, there was some boundaries here. Someone drew the line. I don't know if it's a third party situation or you drew the line, or the masculine ran from the connection because it felt too good to be true. What is the energies of how divine femme is feeling? But I really feel like you're standing up for yourself. This person is, your energy is really like a strong force to be reckoned with. And this masculine feels it, and they feel it, and that's why it's very hard for them to get through to you. And it's really not hard. It's so simple and it's so easy. They just make it hard, if that makes any sense. Their own pride, their own ego, their own lack of healing makes it hard. What's the energy of how divine femmes feel towards masculine? Frozen. Silence, stillness, no words. I do feel some of you divine femmes are frozen. I feel like you're tired of this karmic hamster wheel that's never ending sometimes. You do feel trapped and stuck in the situation that it's almost hard to get out. And I think that's that moon energy. But I feel like sometimes silence is an answer. And the masculine feels that. So if you are not communicating with the masculine, it's causing this masculine to feel very desperate. When you're silent, silence can honestly kill. Like, in a sense, it really, like, if you respond to someone and you want them, like, you want to get a rise out of them and they say nothing, it eats you up. It really eats you up. But even though you are longing and there is some aching here for the divine masculine, you are healing from the situation. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but I feel like you are resilient and trying to not feel so tied down and attached to the masculine, that you're trying to find your independence. You're trying to find your voice. You're in the spiritual awakening of ascension and growth. And in this stillness and in this separation, I feel you are really finding yourself. I'm not saying it's easy, because there is some kind of confliction here with the direction of where you're going, of, you know, how to handle certain emotions, that maybe you have off days and maybe you have good days. Let's see what Divine Masculine's emotions are towards Divine Femmes. What's Divine Masculine's major emotions towards Divine Femmes? They're unsure. They're uncertain. They don't know which direction to go. I feel like they do know, but I feel that they are just not confident, because they either are stuck in a third-party situation that they allow fear, doubt, and worry, or the karmic is manipulating the masculine to stay, or they are just unsure how to come towards you. How does Divine Femmes feel towards Divine Masculines? Confused. So I see guilty here, and I'm going to touch base on that in a minute. And I think that's the confused energy of this deck that I was just showing you, this conflicted energy. I do feel there is some confusion here of which way to go. I do feel like sometimes you may feel disoriented in when you have hard days, like, why am I feeling so sad? I should just be able to just let this go. I need to just focus on me. And it's a puzzling energy sometimes. But with this guilty, I do feel that you feel bad for sometimes ignoring the masculine, disconnecting. Not in a sense of, maybe it's the blame of the guilty of, you don't want to hurt that person. You know, your heart is to love and nurture, and it's a feeling of guilt that you can't, that you know that you really need to lay this healthy boundary down and stand firm and planted, and not allow yourself to bend and conform, to dim your light to make the masculine comfortable. You know, that's the biggest thing that I learned in my divorce and separation, is that I dim my own light to make my ex-husband comfortable. And so it definitely brings this guilt, because when you choose yourself, it's a selfish energy, that it's a good selfish, but it definitely brings on that guilt, because you feel bad, because you want to show them love, because your heart still cares for that person, but you have to choose yourself first. So don't dim your light in order to make the other feel comfortable, if that makes any sense. And if it doesn't make sense, you know, then maybe just take it in at the moment, and really reflect on it. It might not mean anything at this moment, but maybe at another time. Maybe this is spirit really jolting you for a catalyst of your spiritual awakening, to remind you to speak your truth. Know that you have a voice. Know that your voice matters, and that you find your independence in who you are, and you work on yourself. You love yourself. Take some time to take care of you. We oftentimes take care of everyone else but ourselves, and I think that's a message in itself. So let's see, what does Divine Masculine want to say to Divine Femme, Spirit? I'm seeing a butterfly energy again. I feel I keep going in the same cycle with my karmic. I should have not ever started this. I feel trapped to my situation right now. Some of these masculines stay stuck in a third-party karmic situation. Their karmic cycle could just be the same problems that you keep going in your relationship over and over again. Doesn't have to be another person, but just the same situations over and over. And it's like the masculine is like, why do I keep putting myself in these positions? So it is an energy of that. What is the Divine Femme? Ooh, want to say to Divine Masculine, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And I am not the same person since you last saw me, because you leveled up. Your glow up is mesmerizing. And they know that. They see the shift in you. They see the ascension in you. And you are no longer going to be second. You're no longer going to beg and show them who you are. But some of you divine femmes, I know you are feeling a little torn between your current situation and what you know you have to do. And, you know, the have to do is maybe the silence. It's the not allowing the masculine to keep coming back for breadcrumbs because you want the whole loaf. And you have to stand your ground in setting those healthy boundaries and saying, hey, you need to end a third-party situation in order to come forward. I need you to heal yourself in order for you to come forward, because it's not fair for you to drag me, you know, through your situation. I'm here to support you, but it's not fair. And it's like you just want the masculine to see that. I am sorry I ghosted you. I was protecting the connection from my karmic partner. And so this is an energy for someone who's the masculine's in a third party situation. This is not going to resonate entirely for everyone's situation. But some of these masculines, they run to their karmic partner because it's comfortable, it's safe. They can trauma bond. Some of these masculines are easily manipulated by the karmic because of a family situation, kids. What does Divine Femme want to say to the Divine Masculine? It's hard to forget this connection. Do you feel the same? Because I do feel that you wanted to have a family with the masculine. I do feel that you saw a vision with the masculine that you wanted to have kids. And it was definitely heartbreaking because you could see this. You could visualize this. And I'm just getting goosebumps because I just could feel you, Divine Femmes, the desire of wanting a family. And it's something that was kind of heartbreaking because you know that you had to do what you had to do to move on. So let's go ahead and give an advice for you Divine Femmes who are watching. What advice do you have for Divine Femmes who are watching? Direction. The answers are within you as to where to go next. Divine Femmes, you have all the answers. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Those are God nudges. Those are your guardian angels guiding you. You know where to go. It's just you have to find the strength to do it. It's not always easy to do something that you know may go against your heart or your mind or the person, but you know the direction. Meditate. If you don't, get really quiet with yourself. That's when our angels, our spirit team, can talk to us during meditation. I get a lot of my downloads from my meditations, and so you will know. And the more you get in tune with your gut and your intuition and your higher self, the more you will know what direction to take. Like I always tell everybody, I don't make any decisions if I don't feel at peace with it. If I'm not at peace, then I don't feel comfortable with that decision. And that's me trusting my higher self. That's me trusting my intuition and my gut. If you don't feel good in your gut regarding your masculine at that moment, give it some time. Allow the masculine to figure it out. Allow the masculine to let them find themselves on their own journey. Honor their journey, because the twin flame journey, as I always said, it's a journey to self. It's a reunion of the souls. And so you really honor this masculine space, and you honor your own space to really figure it out on your own journey. So when y'all can come together, it will be for a higher mission in life. Because if you get together as of right now and the masculine is not in the healing place, or you're not fully healed, it's easy to self-sabotage the connection. It's harder to make something work when y'all are not in alignment. All right, guys, much love.